Hey, happy Friday. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Pop Up Stage. I am Mag, and of course, my co host is Darren Tay from An Honest Mistake. How's your Friday coming along? Darren, you good?
Yeah,
Your Friday is looking good?
it's good. Yeah, everything's working well, and I did not forget that today is a Friday, so that's a good thing. Cause last week we almost forgot that it was a Friday. But yeah,
We've
I'm
been
just
good this
chilling.
week, lah. We kept tab of our days.
Yeah. But it's all good. The weekend's kicking off to a great start because I don't have much to do, so I'm just gonna chill out and just watch TV and just hang out. So yeah,
I
what
think
about yourself,
pretty
man?
much most of us, that's pretty much what most of us have been doing, isn't it? Pretty much just chilling out and watching TV over the weekends because there's nothing else that we can do.
Exactly. You know what? I've
Apart
been
from
watching.
the little exercises that you do at home, probably, which I see a lot of people are very actively doing these days.
Exercise. I look at myself and I keep telling myself, okay, I need to exercise, but then I'll just go and eat some ice cream and watch Netflix.
High five, man! That's also exercise. It's exercising our mouth. That's the most important kind.
Expanding your stomach, right?
Oh, anyway, welcome to the show. If if you have any suggestions of talents that we should have on the show, or if you have released a new song you'd like to get in touch with us, you can drop us a line at popupstagemy@gmail.com. That's our email address, and of course, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Now, this afternoon we've got another amazing set of people lined up for you. I'm sure you've seen the post already, and I'm super excited. But just before we jump into that, let's take a look at what we have on our bulletin board this afternoon.
Yeah. Alright, so on our bulletin board today, it's on a playlist that I've made called New Malaysian Releases, and right now there's about 130 songs. Very cool.
Wow!
So many releases, yeah. So
Nice.
let's check this one out. This is by an artist. She's fairly new. She was featured on a couple of tracks by this Filipino artist who lives in Malaysia. He goes by the name of Zook. But this female artist, her name's Clary, and this is her track. It's called Borderline. It's a mix of English and Chinese, but let's check it out.
Swerving back and forth through the borderline. I'm running out of time, 就来个痛快。You're looking at me like I'm loco, fresh out of water like a lost Nemo. 横冲直撞 full speed like a psycho. 我不习惯这无趣的活。No, I drip 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 like a honey, I drip 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 drip. Oh, drip 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 like a honey, I drip 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 drip. Yeah, drip 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 like a honey, I drip 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 drip. Oh, drip 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 like a honey, I drip 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 drip. Right.
Very nice. I mean, that's a really, really cool track.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's very nice vibe too. Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, like all these songs that we've played, right? If it's got like this 808 and like trap beat, it belongs in the club. And I can only wish that all these songs, like that we can actually go to a club and enjoy it and dance to it, because they're just great songs.
I have a proposal though, Darren. I think we've actually previewed quite a number of songs that actually sound like this, or is perfect to have in a club on a Friday night, especially. We should have a party, a pop-up stage party featuring all these songs. It would be amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Once
sure,
the whole
definitely.
pandemic is over, lah.
Yeah, so that's probably next year, lah. Because I mean, like a party cannot be enjoyed online. All right. So
Absolutely.
yeah. All right. Okay. Let's check this next one out. This is by another new artist. He is actually the I think cousin of Mo. So Mo used to play guitar in this band called Beat Burns. So, and where Lin is also the singer of that band. Anyway, so this is Mo's cousin, and he goes by the name of Amiri. Okay, let's check this one out. It's also an R&B track. It's called Benefits.
Complicated, I know what it's like. Not a biggie, you know it's a vibe. Hardest one, keep taking all the lights. But I got lucky, I was shooting my shot. What a girl, give me all the love. Tell me what you like. We can do a thing all night in the lights. I'ma give you mine. Diving in, just taking time, girl. Got the lines. Oh, nothing, that's a lie, babe. You a bad girl, play the night, babe. Ways worth them, what a sight. Got me biting on your lips like we got benefits. I said we got benefits.
Oh, we got.
Keep on coming back, I know you like it. Get in my eyes, it's the way you want it. We all know how.
All right, that's 1 minute right there, and I think it's cool. You know, that there's so much music that's like this coming out, you know, and it only goes to show like producers and younger artists are getting more and more talented, and they're putting their talent to good use, you know, by producing this kind of stuff. I think it's just so cool.
Definitely. So now he is on a solo mission, is it?
No, so this is Mo's cousin. So, you know, and yeah, I mean he's a new artist doing his thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think we've played 2 tracks from the bulletin board, but there's still a bunch that we will play later on for pop-up picks. But please, you know, if y'all want to check out real good Malaysian music, all you need to do is just head on over to Spotify and just look for new Malaysian releases. It's a playlist that I made, and you know, all these great, cool new songs get added every week. And yeah, so you guys, you know, if you want to go on a journey of discovery, this is how you can discover new music from Malaysian artists.
That's right. Of course, it is our mission to bring you as many as we can every Friday on the show, whether it's on Bulletin Board or Pop-Up Picks, or even our guest artists for the afternoon. So since we've covered Bulletin Board this afternoon, I think it's time for us to bring on our guests. A bunch of very young people, but super talented, super accomplished. Darren, who do we have lined up today?
We've got a 3-man outfit. We've got one part of a band, and we've got a superstar in her own right. You know, so let's just bring all three of them right now. We've got Brandon and Zen from MFMF. We've got Sekhao from Resort, and we've got Talitha. Woo-hoo.
Woo!
What's up, guys?
Hello, guys.
What's up?
How's everyone doing? How's everyone keeping up?
Good, like that lah.
Everybody else.
Surviving like everybody else, yeah. So, have you guys done anything new in the past 2 weeks?
Wow, I don't know. It feels like a time loop, so nothing new, I think.
It seems like a repeat, right? It's like we're on that repeat mode every day.
Yeah, just cooking a lot.
That's cool. Have you learned to cook something new at least?
I'm cooking things like usual dishes, but in a healthier way. Yeah. So
Definitely. So you put a Talitha spin onto it.
What do you consider like a regular dish? Like
actually, like
casserole,
dishes like
you know?
sweet and sour chicken, Thai basil chicken, beef, stuff
That's
like
quite
that. And then,
that is actually quite cool that you're able to cook that kind of stuff, because like, I mean, I am just putting everything into the air fryer lah.
I tried the air fryer for the sweet and sour chicken because I was like thinking, okay, instead of deep frying it, I tried, but because I'm not using flour, I wanted to opt out the flour, so you know, stuff like that lah, a lot. Yeah, I was like,
how do you make it healthy?
No sugar, substitutes, almond flour.
Wow. Okay.
Intense.
Yeah, man. The moment she said almond flour, it's like elevated the dish. Like whoa.
It doesn't necessarily mean nice. It just means like, you don't get the typical crunch and the coating that you get from flour. Like good stuff is simple.
Yep, that's true. So, how's Zen? What about you guys? Have you done anything new recently?
I don't know, man. It feels like we've done a lot of things as MFMF,
I
but then
think
also
Zen
nothing, right?
has been working a lot on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
MFMF, we are TikTok heavy, so we try to produce a lot of TikTok during MCO especially. I think it's weird because with MFMF, right, we feel that during the MCO we are like 10 times busier. I think we are sort of like overcompensating for the lack of ability to work together physically, so we spend more time in the digital space with each other.
I don't know. You guys really just miss each other, lah. It's okay to say it.
I don't want to say that lah,
Oh lah, we don't miss each other lah.
No lah. Clingy.
Sing out yourself.
Well, the boys and I, we've been writing a lot of songs. So over the past month and a half, we've written about 10 songs.
Whoa. Nice.
That's a lot. And we're not stopping anytime soon. But if there was something new, it would be making TikTok content.
We got you hooked.
Is it because you've been hanging out with the MFMF guys?
Yeah. They gave a lot of incentive to do TikTok videos.
Good job, man. I've seen you've been posing a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah. Respect. I know it's not
bad.
easy to break that barrier, but once you get in, it's like riding a bike,
Yeah.
You'll never
Just
forget.
keep going. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So you guys have collaborated on a new track. I like the track. I've heard it and I've been playing it on loop as well. So tell us how this
Nice.
happened.
So we started the project as MFMF. We've always wanted to work with Talitha. I think it started with Talitha first. So I think it's been 12 months. Also, cause she always messaged me lah. So I thought, hey guys, can we just get Tali off our backs? No, just kidding. We really wanted to work with her. I mean, there's very few talents like Tali, if not the only talent like Tali that has that voice that can carry a pop song this way. So we've always wanted to work on something, but there was never a project for it. So we created a project just with that in mind. So we wrote this voice in mind, and we thought, hey, it's time lah, Also, we wanted to make it a point to push Tali outside her comfort zone, because if you look at Tali's catalog, she stays in a very a sweet range that she's comfortable with. So I think as producers, sort of like the exciting part is being able to take an artist and really push them to flourish at new boundaries, So that's why this song came into play. So yeah, we got onto a track with Tali. Initially, we had another male artist that was supposed to join us on this track, but after recording the demo, he felt and we felt that it wasn't too suitable. And then we were like, oh man, who do we get now, right? Because the thing is with the song, I must say it's a bit challenging lah. Because like I said, we wanted to push the artists to outside their comfort zone. And we're thinking, which male artist can go that far? And then it just clicked, you know what I mean? Resort is also another artist that we wanted to work ever since the first MCO. Again, never had the project for it. And then, somehow it just clicked that, I think Resort is the only artist that can carry this song. And, we sent it to him. We're so blessed that he said yes to it. And yeah, I think the rest was history.
Very nice. Sorry, I like how everything, just came together. It's like it was meant to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think it's such a, I don't know, from a producer standpoint, it's such a good pairing, because I don't think I've heard Tali sound this way before. Neither have I heard Sighthouse sound this way before. I mean, they all have very iconic sound by itself, but I think when all three of us combined, it really brought out different parts of our artistry on a track.
Very nice, very nice.
Well said, man.
So tell us about the song. I mean, who wrote the song? What was the song about? What inspired it?
So all three of us actually had a hand in writing the song, but MFMF started the ball rolling first. We wanted to write something very how should I put it? I guess a point in time in our life that we have experienced before, which is like being confused as to taking the next step with a best friend. I don't know whether I don't know whether you relate, Mac, but I think all three of us we've had a point in our life where we don't know whether a best friend can translate into something more, and having that courage to actually take the step, because it's not so easy, right? Because you're already good friends, and taking this extra step might just ruin everything, right? But it's also like the upside to it is like, oh my god, you might be in a relationship with your best friend, and that's, I guess, the most ideal relationship to have. So we wrote the whole song about that particular situation, and I feel that a lot of us have gone through it to a certain extent in our lives. And then I don't know, Tali and Sekhao might have their own personal take to it as well.
They're having a whole conversation on the other end, but let's hear it on the front end, shall we, guys? What's your take on the song?
Talitha goes first.
Huh? Why I go first?
Because you are the better one. Okay, go.
No. What's my take on the song? Is that
Like
the
maybe your
question?
verse, because you wrote your own verse, right?
Okay. So the song was already well, I wouldn't say partially written. The song was like fully written already, and I came in and I'm like, okay, it had some cheesy lyrics that I didn't appreciate. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna change that because I cannot do cheese. I love cheese, but I cannot do cheese in my lyrics.
I like that.
So like at that point, I was kind of stuck in terms of writing in general, even my own stuff, because I often get into a zone where I feel stuck. I think because I tend to be a little bit too hard, and when I don't like what I hear, I kind of stop myself from writing, and then I fall into this black hole, and I have one job and I can't do it. So like when I was in the studio with MFMF and Brendan and all, on that day that I went in to just test out my key and everything, and I felt like I was in a very nice environment, a very good space where I felt like I could write, and Brendan helped push as well. And when I remember when I written, I literally I texted Brendan after, thank you so much. This reminded me why I love writing, why I got into this in the first place, and the feeling of being able to write is great. So there's that. But the story behind it I've always had commitment issues lah, so I can relate with the whole confusing, not knowing what to do kind of thing. I would be the person making everybody else confused because I get close and then I'm So there's that. Take how you. Your turn.
Before I feel like before I share my part of the story, right, I just wanna give kudos to Talitha. And I think the MFMF voice and I, we can both agree that we've heard so much of Talitha, but when she was in the studio and when she did this song with what the heck, it was crazy. She hit a new height, and it was quite intense lah. So have more confidence.
When Brendan got sick, how to come in, and I heard his verse, and I'm like, I love his verse. Why does it sound like his song not so great and his sounds so good? I'm like, wow, it's amazing. And then when Brendan asked me to cover the song, I'm like, I don't want to cover my verse. I want to cover his verse.
And we shall see that on TikTok soon.
Yeah.
Okay, good segue. Okay, so basically the story. Well, when I got the song, I kind of got the connotation of the song where two best friends like each other, but they both don't want to ruin the relationship, or are in fear that the relationship is at risk if either one decides to slip the memo lah. You know what I mean? And see, the thing is, it's weird because I've actually been best friends with this girl for like really, really good friends of mine for like I'm 26 this year, so for 13 years since we were in high school, and I'm
That's half
actually
your
supposed
life,
to,
eh?
yeah, and I'm actually supposed to marry her tomorrow.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like a catfish kind of story, but it's true. 12th of June is supposed to be our wedding date, and I am marrying my best friend in that sense, but it's not happening. You know, not yet. It's been postponed. But yeah, I felt like I wanted to write from a perspective where like that mindset is not as correct as it should be lah. So yeah, so that's why I wrote what I wrote on my verse.
Aww.
It's
Yeah,
super
man.
cool.
Now
Yeah.
I feel like the both. I mean, like the way, like saying how the way you write and Talitha the way you both write. I mean, like it's different, but very, very
Still
like
cohesive,
you know very
Cohesive, yeah.
Yeah, correct. I mean, it's very thought provoking as well. I mean, in a way, lah. You know, it makes you think. You know, makes you analyze and all that. Like I envy the both of you because like these lyrics are really, really cool lyrics. I mean, like the stuff that I've been writing, you know, they've just been like straightforward. You know, like I don't like you, I hate you. You know, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, you guys are doing like great job, man. But there is also I mean, Meg, I just want to ask this part, you know, like for example, like Talitha, you mentioned that you got into the studio with them, and then you kind of like redid some of your parts, right? Is that usually? I mean, is that out of the ordinary? Because for example, like me, I cannot write with people around, and you know, ideas. I mean, although I may be bouncing off ideas, but I'll go like, no, that idea sucks. You know, this one doesn't work. You know, whatever. I'll be very, very, very critical. Then I will take all those ideas later on and then go back home, and then I will start writing or rewriting, right? So how was that experience for the both of you? Because, like, say how I'm sure you kind of like, you know, sat down with the guys and had to rewrite as well, correct?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, so so the general way that we do things is we usually do things together. So yeah, the boys and I, we sat down, we kind of looked at it, and the boys were actually this time around they were kind of like very giving. They were like, "Hey, bro, this one you can relate, you write lah." So I just did my thing and I decided to write it all. Yeah.
Okay. Talitha, what about you?
For me, I can definitely relate with the whole like cannot write in front of people kind of thing. For me, I think I'm selective with the people that I can or cannot write with. Because like before that, there was someone in the room that I felt like a bit like intimidated by, and I felt like I couldn't write, and I just didn't feel comfortable in general, and I would feel insecure. So I feel that way, and that would stop me from writing because I'm too afraid that whatever comes out from my mouth isn't good enough. Yeah, that kind of thing. So that's what usually stops me from writing. So for the longest time, that was me. Until when I started working with breaking, they pushed me to start writing, and from there I started writing with people, or I would dare to write in front of people. So with MFMF, I feel comfortable with Brandon, and he made me feel comfortable. And then like being able to write a bridge together with Sekhao and like add in a couple of harmonies here and there. That was we had a lot of fun. I remember when we came out with the melodies and we made it work, and the bridge happened. We were like super hyped. We were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that!" And then when they play it after recording our harmonies, and then when you hear harmonies match and come into like come to life, it's like magical, you know. So it felt magical, super magical. The moment they played it, we were like, "Woo!" Like everyone's just like going "Woo!" in the studio. So it was really good. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm selective when it comes to writing.
Yes, she is. I'm glad we created a safe space for you. I mean, like, as writers and producers like me, Zen, Justin, I think we always make it a point to make every artist feel like it's safe to share ideas and there's no judgment to it, you know, because like you don't know what will come out, you know. If you're gonna create like a very hostile environment, I think that really like just dampens any creative flow that you're gonna have.
True. That is true. I mean, because I've sat with like, my other band that's a new band, and we'll sit together and then try to write stuff, and then the guys are like throwing random ideas and ideas that don't make sense, and I'm like, okay, y'all, just go home lah. Let me just finish this, and then after that we meet again.
That's terrible.
I mean, yeah.
For
So
now, I'm a one-man band, but when
the
I'm
thing is, I feel that it's absolutely important when everybody is in the same zone. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And that is something very important. So the chemistry is like, in terms of writing, chemistry in playing in the band, that's one thing, but chemistry in writing, that's a totally different thing altogether. So good job, you guys. I mean, like, track sounds great, well produced, but I also know that I think like we had another chat. Brandon, you mentioned that Talitha like belted, and I just kept listening to the song over and over and over and over again, and I'm like, where is this belting part? Cannot hear us all.
It's just
You have to tell me where.
It's just a
I mean, if you really listen to it, you can't really pick it out, because it's sort of like a production
Background
technique that
score.
we use. So if you listen to the chorus, it's actually stacked with a lot of vocals. I think easily there's like 40 tracks running at that time. But we sort of like produced it in a way that it sounds like one, but it sounds like one big and one full vocals. So I think that's sort of like our unique selling point lah, in terms of our production. So we needed her to sort of like sing it full voice, which means belting, because in that key is quite high. But that really gave her chorus the energy it needed. Before that, it was sort of lacking, because the backing, I mean, the music is powerful, right? There's a lot of synth going on and all that. So for a vocal to cut through, it's actually very, very difficult. And thankfully, she somehow, I don't know what made her belt, and then we were like, wait, why you did you tell us you could do that? Huh? You need to crack our heads doing so many harmonies and all that. You should have just done that at the get-go, and we would have been done like 45 minutes ago.
Hey, not true. We still ended up with the falsettos. Okay, so the thing is, I could belt it, but it's not like super clean. It's not like beautiful. So my falsetto is still like my favorite. So that one still like, is still the highlight.
Subjective.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to really like go and listen to it like on headphones and like properly analyze it.
Just as supporting, just to give it energy. Like
maybe we need to make a content as then. We need to just like isolate all the tracks and then final product, and then boom.
Yeah.
There are a lot of comments on like, Talitha, we need more energy in your voice. I'm like, I cannot. I don't know how. That kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe that could be a 2021 like goal, but like we've got 6 more months to go, like push your voice to a place where it's not gone before, So I think that'll be a plus.
It always ends up in the background.
So Talitha, how do you take in all that comment, knowing that these guys are telling you, okay, we're going to push you because we know you can do better. And you've always had that little sweet spot that you belong to, like Brandon said, right? Now they are actually challenging you to get out of that comfort zone.
I mean, I appreciate it. I don't take it as like it's not anything harsh or meant to put anybody down, which I know, because everything that like they're doing is because they want the best out of us, and for that it's like the best out of me lah, like them, and I appreciated it because like it I mean, I'm always willing with people who are nice, people comfortable. So like I appreciate it, the push lah. Like we definitely always need someone to push lah, and I definitely need someone to push me because MCO, it's gotten everybody lazy.
Okay, so what was the most challenging part of working together, guys?
Okay, how you go first? Or Brendan?
I mean, I know what's the most challenging part about maybe not working together, but the whole process. Let's just talk about the whole process.
Yeah.
I think the most challenging part is picking the final vocals, because we simply had a lot of great takes, and I couldn't fit everything in. I mean, I want to, but then it'll be too much, right? So I think me and the team, me, Zen and Justin, as we were going through the files, we had to choose which part takes the front stage, and which part gets to be the layers. Because trust me, there's a lot of good harmonies. I wish I could showcase everything, but that was the toughest part.
Okay. Then yourself?
For me, it's the vocals. I think it's the timing of the vocals.
Oh yeah.
So many vocals to work with, right? And I think this is the longest it has taken me, like 1 week. Usually I'll be done with in 2 days.
Mainly me, right? Sorry.
No. Talitha also. So this song is very wordy. There's a lot of words like flying out, right? Especially at the chorus. So it was just very hard to get it to sound natural.
Yeah, and get it tight, because I think in pop production, tight timing is sort of like key. If it's a bit off, the audience can tell.
But it can't be too tight also.
Yeah.
use Vogue align, then you align everything together.
Sometimes too robotic, bro.
Yeah, too robotic.
That's true. Yeah.
Seikha?
Honestly, I'm like searching high and low for a struggle, but I just can't seem to find one of these guys. I think it was very good chemistry. I'll be damn honest, I trying to find one vocals, timing, not too big of a struggle that I would call a struggle, Yeah, it's different lah.
I agree. I feel like when it comes to the whole production and recording and coming into studio for writing this song, I don't think there was any struggle at all. I was more than willing, and they were more than willing to help us and push us. So I had fun. So yeah.
Wow, Brendan, I think we made it too easy for them.
It's time to up your game, lah, guys.
Next time, right, guys? Next time, make them play instruments also.
Actually, Zen, what you don't know is I already promised them ang pao after this, so they have to say nice things.
I will be waiting later. I send you my bank account.
PM tepi.
Okay, guys. So, Brendan, you mentioned this song is about taking a step further from being just best friends, correct? So other than Seikha, who's actually told us that he was supposed to marry his best friend tomorrow, what about the rest of you guys? Have you actually taken that step personally in your life?
Come on, Zen.
Yeah. Zen is married lah.
Married already lah.
To your best friend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sign seal delivered right there.
Man, he should get the t-shirt that says "Been there, done that," and now happily ever after kind of thing.
Been there, done that. Locked forever.
Lock,
Lock.
What was your technique? I mean, how did you elevate from best friends to now best friends for life?
Technique.
What's strategy?
Your playbook, bro. What's the playbook? I want to take notes now, bro.
I mean, after spending time with that person for a while, you kind of know it lah. So when the time is right, you'll know lah.
I thought you were going to say after spending a lot of money on the person, then you will know.
Oh.
Then you know it's not the right one, is it? Because it can't be all about money, right?
Brendan, what about yourself?
I mean, I'm happy to say that I'm in a relationship with my best friend lah. So I took the dive and it paid off. Thankfully, it paid off lah. It could have gone really south, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay, so she got the memo as well, huh?
Brendan, have to say it properly. Later, the sister and the mother will come for you.
You're in this boat as well, Darren.
Yeah, me too lah. So two of us better say nicely.
For those who don't know, I'm dating Darren's girlfriend's sister. So we're sort of like soon
brother-in-laws.
in-laws. Yeah, if we take
soon when the time comes.
Yeah.
Are you also like Darren waiting forever?
No lah. Darren is extended MCO, I think.
Mine FFFMMMCO.
Talitha, what about yourself? Have you been in that situation?
No.
No.
I mean, I mean, like, I wouldn't say I've been in a relationship with my best friend, but it's more of like you're being in the relationship and he becomes your best friend.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or that, yeah, because like I mean, or yeah. I don't throw around like the best friend like label on everybody, because I feel like that good friends are hard to find or come around, like especially now. And when you're older, because like sometimes growing up with them is a lot easier, and I didn't really get like a good childhood with a lot of friends kind of thing. So my friends only came in like way later on, like maybe like 2-3 years ago, like friends. Because like there was a time where Brendan actually asked me, okay, someone wants to interview your friends for something. I think it was you. It should be you. And then I was like there crying in my car, like, who are my friends? Yeah.
Okay. Sekha, what about yourself? I mean, 13 years with your best friend. How did you take that leap?
I'm just gonna go ahead and like just copy what Zen said. Like I think Zen said it very beautifully. Like it's so vague but yet so simple. Like when the moment is there, you know, like you know lah.
You just know it lah.
Yeah, you just know it, bro. Let us see the ring again, Zen. Come on.
Flex,
Dad.
Dad.
Gosh. Yeah.
Well, you would be wearing a ring too if not for this whole FMCO, isn't it?
Yeah, my ring is literally in the box, right? I can actually take it and wear, but I can't.
Aww.
Good things come to those who wait, you know.
Yeah.
Very well
Cheesy.
said. Okay.
Lyrics I'll never put in.
So whatever
That's why you
happened
gotta
to
write
those
more.
cheesy lyrics though?
It will forever remain in the demo, I guess. Which you'll never
We used
hear.
the word Bonnie and Clyde. Who's Bonnie and Clyde? No!
We were just throwing stuff, you know, and see what sticks.
Like
Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde. I'm like, no.
Yep.
No.
Bonnie and Clyde, that one will be Jay-Z lah. Jay-Z and
Yeah,
Beyonce
man.
lah.
The hip hop in me a bit strong, bro.
Correct. So keluar sikit lah, Bonnie and Clyde.
Kasih belanja, bro.
And she didn't do you that favor?
It's okay. There'll be many more songs we can put that in.
So does this mean that there will be future collaborations between the 3 sets of you guys?
I think
Sure.
so. I look forward to
Say
it.
what? I have to bug Brendan more lah, like you mentioned. I was bugging him.
Oh
for
no, oh
very
no.
few things,
Wait,
so I'll do
wait,
that
let me
more.
block. Let me block first.
Oh, Brendan.
No. I think maybe not together with Tali and Resorts, but maybe as individuals we will have future projects going on. Whether or not MFMF is going to be appearing as an artist or just behind the scenes producing, we'll see.
Very nice. Okay. Now I want to ask you, what is your sweetest memory from this whole collaboration, whether it's working together or the final outcome of the whole song?
Harmonies. When we wrote the harmonies. And when we were hyping each other. No, I feel like Sekao is very, 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 very sweet. Like he's like he definitely takes away my insecurities in that sense, because like he's like, it's like One Direction thing. What was the lyrics? The lyrics, why are you so insecure or something like that? Yeah. Sekao is One
You're
Direction.
insecure. Don't know what
Don't know
for.
what for. Yeah, Sekao.
But you don't have to be insecure. That's the thing.
I know, he's just so sweet, lah. You know, he says all the right things. He's so good with his words.
I say all the true things. Jeez.
Yeah, but
Again with the sweetness.
Stop, lah.
This is how he got the girl. You know what I mean?
No, I
I
got
was
to
just
go with
about to say that.
persistence, guys.
Wait, what? You wear her down until she said yes?
No.
Wow.
Guys, getting a person right, it's not easy. It's a lot of courtship, you know, a lot of dying to self. Jeez. Okay, what was my favorite experience? My favorite experience in this entire journey was actually, I think, coming into record with everybody, with all the boys in there as well. It was cool, because it just felt like one big party gathering where everybody kind of shared the similar passion, and everyone's just having fun. It was work. I mean, but it wasn't like it was the epitome of having fun at work, lah. Yeah, it was really good.
Very nicely said.
Yeah.
The guys from MFMF, whichever you want, Zoom right now or Zoom, which first?
Yeah, for me, same. It's a recording session. When I think Seithao and Tali was in, there were like a lot of chemistry. There were no ego at all. Everyone had just one objective, just to finish the song, and it's a great session, lah.
Yeah, I echo what Zen said. You know, I think it's really hard to find people. I mean, Darren, I'm sure you relate as well. It's very hard to find people who get in the same zone creatively, attitude, you know, and having that one goal in mind without letting egos get in the way. I think that's very, very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, and magically this project came to life because of that. So yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Now, if you've been watching us all through the show, I think one most important part that we forgot to mention is the title of the song. Okay, the song is called Tonight, and we have been speaking at length about it. So I think it's time for us to preview the track before we go further into, you know, the experience this afternoon. So you guys ready to take a listen? Well, you guys produced it anyway. So let's go!
So tell me, if I took a chance, would you tell me it's alright? Waiting in line, don't move in, it's worth the fight. Tonight, scared to take a chance, cause I fear that I might mess it all up and cover it up in lies. Tonight,
People like telling people things like, what does you think I do? But if I'm completely honest, I think I'm feeling kinda nervous. I just wanna sit another night, another cup of coffee, don't mind another conversation till the morning. I can help myself with you, all the little things you do. Oh, I wonder if you knew. I can help myself with you, all the little things you do. Oh, I wonder if you knew. So tell me,
if I took a chance, would you tell me it's alright?
Well done, guys. Congratulations on the release of your track. So where can our viewers find that track right now? And is there a music video?
There is a lyric video up on MFMF YouTube. It's MFMF Records. We were supposed to shoot a music video, but then, you know, lockdown happened, so that might take a backseat for a while now. If you guys want to stream the song, it's up on all digital streaming platforms, your Spotify, your Joox, your Apple Music, yada yada yada. Just search Tonight MFMF Talitha Resort and you find it.
Very nice.
All right, fantastic. So, you know, what do you hope people would feel when they hear your song?
I wish it hits a spot and it takes that person back to that particular moment in their life. You know, I think that walk down memory lane, if it managed to take you there, then as the artist, I think it's fulfilled.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Zen, what about yourself?
Same, whatever Brandon said. Took the words right out of my mouth.
You guys have been working too long together, lah.
Yeah, actually a lot of people say, right, that we are like three different bodies with one mind. So yeah, work too much together already, lah.
Like
But
a
that's the
three-headed
best
monster sorts.
Nah, that's the
Yeah,
best
that
kind,
is.
because like you don't have to like brief each other. Hey, this is the answer if we ever get asked this question, right? Don't have to brief each other. Everybody kind of like knows.
Yeah.
All right, Seithao, yourself?
No, same. Like I totally agree.
You came in too many times already, is it, bro?
What else can we say, really?
Yeah, because like really what he said is what everyone would hope for. when we write something. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. It's a
Alright.
really cool song. I mean, like for me, like the chorus especially, you know, there's that fast line, right? You know, da, 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 da. You know, like I really like that. You know, and for me, when I listen to music, it's all about the groove and the melody. Half the time, I don't even really listen to the lyrics. But if the groove is right and the melody sounds good, you know, then I'm like, okay, you know, this is a sick track. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright,
It's
so-
not easy, so right, because it's so fast, you know, and having put the right words in, so it's tough, you know. You gotta play a lot with like your alliteration. You gotta get the pockets right. So yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
That's true.
Appreciate.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very
Meg?
nice. Okay, so guys, I think it's time for us to play our little game. It's called What's on Your Mind. So basically, the first thing that comes to your mind when we ask you the question would be your answer this afternoon. You guys ready?
Okay.
Okay, we'll go in the order of Talitha, Sekhao,
No.
Zen, and then Brendan.
Wait. Before we proceed, is this a family-friendly content?
Yes.
Sorry, I just need to ask, like, you know what I mean?
Before you even finish that sentence, I'm like, yes.
Super fast you came in.
I would like to keep my job for a little longer.
Let's help you do that.
All right, Darren, let's go.
All right. The first question is, what is the one thing you will do once the whole pandemic is over?
Travel.
Okay, Brendan, travel.
Right. I have to say first. Oops.
Yeah.
I forgot. Hi. Eat at a restaurant, but no lah. Travel. I think it's definitely traveling. It's traveling. Eat at a restaurant. Rock climbing. Sorry.
Just one day.
I cannot.
She want to do
do
three all at
in
once.
one day. Yeah.
Well,
In
rock
that
climbing,
sequence.
traveling, rock climbing.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, Sekhao?
Sing out.
Get married
Yes.
right
I
away.
really-
I'm not gonna wait. Just gonna go.
12:01 a.m. He's already with the ring already.
Yeah, ready.
Well,
That
bang
is
on their
outside
door.
my
Like, "Oi,
door."
buka, oi."
At the forefront of my mind, that is the only thing. Okay,
Zen?
cool.
Then
Yeah, traveling, go to a music
Alright.
festival.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
man.
play a music festival.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
Get married at the music festival while playing.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Power lah, that one.
So
Right?
intimate.
I do not think his future wife will be happy with that. While playing, he's getting married to her. Like, which are you focusing on right now?
Never mind, she will join us all because she's an
You have to
artist
sing
too.
as well.
He is.
Ah.
He is an artist. Yeah.
So cool. All right, so looking at the song right now, what is your most favorite part of tonight? Talitha.
Oh right, me. Sorry. The pre-chorus. I keep forgetting it's me first. Pre-chorus. I love because falsettos. So I love that, and I love how me and Teha was singing that together. So yeah, because like the second pre-chorus where we wrote together, he gave me this really nice harmony to sing it with as well. So there's that. Yeah, pre-chorus is my favorite.
All right.
Mine's the last chorus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with all your belts
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that's
All the cool lines.
Oh, I
coming
also
in.
love the bridge. Sorry, it's a pre-chorus and the bridge.
You might as well have to say the whole song. lah.
Okay, my turn. I would
Yeah.
say all of Sick House part lah. Because it's
Wow, we got a resort fan right here.
Wow.
I love
Wow.
it. music lah.
We should get our own room, bro.
Oh my goodness. Here we
Justin
go
is not here.
again.
It's
My turn to
okay.
fanboy.
He's watching, cheating on him.
What about me then?
Oh no.
Brendan?
I like again. I mean, same as the last chorus. I think stringing everyone's voices and everyone's like I guess peak points of their vocal performance and also their ideas into one section of the song. Very very tricky, but extremely rewarding. Once we got all the balance right. I think between Tali and Resort as well, we had quite a few back and forth during the mixing process because it was just tough. Again, too many good parts, don't know which to put in, but that has to be my favorite part.
Nice, very nice. Next question.
All right, the next question is, in the song, there's a line that says, I'm waiting in line to know if it's worth the fight. So in real life, what would be worth the fight?
Wow. So deep.
How do you answer
Anything
that?
out, like relationship or anything?
Anything up to you.
Anything, yeah.
Oh.
Food.
Talitha goes first, right?
Food. Talitha
Yeah.
said food.
Wait, which food first?
Asian food.
Yeah.
Or cheese. But Asian food. I love Asian food. Oh, yeah. It's always worth a fight.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first, right? You want to impress Talitha, just bring her Asian food.
Asian food, yeah. But it has to
Worth
be
a
healthy,
fight.
though.
Yeah, I work out so hard so I can eat. It's worth a fight.
Wow.
Cool,
That is-
cool.
Yeah, that's really good. I should learn from that. I would wait in line for a PS5.
Wow.
I waited in line. I got it.
No, shut up.
Don't
The
you wish you
hurt
had
thing,
that pillow
how-
right now? Throw it on.
Hey.
Zen?
I don't know, man.
Zen already has a PS5, so
I'll wait
Because
in
you
line
waited in
for. I'm not the type to wait in line for food,
Yeah, me
Oh,
neither.
really?
Yeah. So if I see a line, I'll
Lining
go
up
the
for
other
my
way.
food. Yeah. High five.
Yeah. So I don't know.
He's not
Okay.
willing to wait in line. He's like, I need VIP assistance, like straight up.
It's like he's
No, but I-
Zen. Why does he need to wait in line?
Yeah.
Brendan,
mean-
yourself.
what's waiting line that's worth the fight? Vaccination. I think that's worth waiting in line for. Yeah,
Yep.
So
true.
apt with the current
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
situation, huh?
yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. All right, next question. People are always entitled to their own opinions, but
Yeah.
in a relationship, right? Part of being in a relationship is understanding each other's opinions. But what's one that you just cannot tahan?
Can I go first? Can I go first?
Wow.
Sure, go.
That's forefront of my mind, guys. Not being able to drop your ego and learn. You know what I mean? I think that is not just being in a relationship, but being a person. I think the funny connotation is people always think that you need to be a certain kind in a relationship, but actually you need to be a certain kind of a person in life to be in a relationship. Because everything is
Wow.
kind of like
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
Preach.
and that's true. I mean, you see, the thing is, a lot of people get fixated over, like being in a relationship,
Being in a
but they
relationship,
forget
yep.
that the person is more important than the idea of the relationship. So I think a lot of people get fixated with ideas,
Absolutely.
of a lot of things. And they often forget that there are values and there are so many other things that comes in between that makes that relationship work. So yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry. Next.
Talitha?
No. I mean, Sekhal said it, man. Honestly, because it all starts with your ego. If you've got an ego, you can't compensate. You can't be in a relationship because
Yep.
it just goes nowhere. You're constantly gonna fight about everything, and you cannot accept the person for who he is because you have too much of an ego to think that you need this perfect person, but
Yeah.
perfect doesn't exist, right? So ego really just plays a huge part because if you can drop your ego, I mean that's how you're able to talk, and communication is key, right? So yeah.
Yeah. You find perfection in imperfection.
Correct.
Absolutely. Yep.
That is one thing, a lot of people. This is one of those things that will be listed on thought catalog. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, and it's true because again, people get fixated over the guy or the girl must have this. Then I will be, inclined to fall in love or whatever. Hey, but come on, what about yourself? Are you all these things for that other person or not? That's also another thing, that people don't think about. So
That's true.
yeah.
I think
Okay,
Zen needs a recap on the question.
I'm a bit confused on the question and the answers.
Okay,
Repeat the question, please.
The question is, part of being in a relationship is understanding each other's opinion. And everybody's entitled to an opinion. But what's one thing that you cannot tahan?
One thing I cannot tahan.
Basically, what is the one thing you cannot tahan about your wife then?
This is a movie track question,
I cannot say that here,
Dangerous
right?
question, this one.
No, his wife listening. She is listening.
The correct answer would be nothing, Zen.
Nothing,
Nothing.
yeah, nothing. Everyone has to be patient in a relationship
Yeah.
to learn more about the partner and also learn more about yourself in the process.
Yeah.
True.
Very nice. Take how I feel like you're so prepared for marriage. It's like, whoa, you've got all this down pat,
Guys,
He
I've been
downloaded
waiting
the
for
book
so
into
long.
his brain already. The guidebook all installed into his head.
No, but
The
like
whole
I think
list is ready.
that's the cool thing, Like getting married has kind of set me up for not like for life, but being with people, and I mean
Yeah.
not just her lah. I mean it's cool, but how do I be a better person for everybody here?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So.
Very nice. Brendan, you had enough time to think, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still can't find anything because I feel that well, my partner's name is Denise. Denise and I have worked through a lot. We've been together for like 7-8 years now, so it's a long time.
Yep.
So we have worked through a lot of like our insecurities. We've worked through a lot of our mismatched expectations about it. So I think if you were to ask me during our first 2 years of our relationship, I probably could have give you a fast
whole list.
answer. But I think now, since that we've worked through a lot of them, I can't find any, and I think that's a good thing, that we've already worked things out. But if there is one thing that I would say is, before you decide to go deeper into the relationship, I think everyone should lay out their expectation. I think there's one rule that we share is like, you have to talk about all the hard questions first, like, do you want to have kids? I've seen so many relationships like just putus because one side wanted to have kids and one side either cannot have kids or don't want to have kids, and then they only find out, like, I guess after marriage or maybe the day before you marry, So I think having those conversations is very important, even though it's not something easy to have. Yeah.
Very true.
Very nice.
Very true.
Darren, I know the next time we have like a show about relationships.
Yeah,
or
I think
love,
we just have a
should
love
call this
column
one of
lah.
them,
Like last time got Dear Thelma,
Damn
so
good
this
one.
one we do. Yeah, we should. But I mean, I would just want to add to that. I think like being in a relationship, like the most important thing is having the ability to forgive. And whatever it may be. I think that is the hardest thing for a lot of people to do, because we hold grudges, right? But having the ability to forgive and then just move on from there, because you can still say you forgive but you never forget, and that is where the challenge is, because you're still holding on to something. So forgive, forget, and then just move on lah.
Pretty much. Because I think forgiveness is something where if you don't let go, the only person who's actually being held down is yourself.
Exactly.
Because you
Exactly.
feel it the most, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic advice from all four of our guests this afternoon. I love that. The opinions are so different and yet so important for all of us. Once again, congratulations on the release of your track,
Thank
the
you.
whole collaboration.
Thank you.
And thank you for all your very honest opinions. I truly appreciate that. Now, before we let you go this afternoon, anything you'd like to say to your fans and our viewers today?
Bali starts first.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys stay very safe. I hope you guys get vaccinated so that we can all be free. Yeah, thank you so much for all the love and support because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys.
Nice.
That's good.
Talitha?
Wow, how am I gonna top that? Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Hope you guys are having a good lunch. If you haven't ordered your lunch, please order now. If you haven't made it, now's a good time to make it. Stay safe. Please stay at home. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, on behalf of MFMF, I think I want to thank everyone who has supported our journey thus far. I mean, we've only been around for like 2 years-ish. It's a short journey, but you guys have made it so meaningful with the support that you've given, especially for this song, you know. I'd like to also thank Talitha and Resort's audience who have messaged us and said, you know, that they really like what we did. So yeah, thank you all for supporting. Please continue supporting. Like, all your streams, all your comments, and all your shares really help all three of us as artists grow and, you know, do other things. So yeah, thank you.
All right.
Perfect.
So with that, we've come to the end of the show already. Thank you so much, guys, once again for joining us. Don't forget to go check out their song. It's called Tonight. I'm sure on all their platforms it is available, and that lyric video as well. So it's going to be a really good song to keep you company, or rather to kick off your weekend on a really good start. So guys, I will see you, or rather we will see you again soon. Hopefully we'll chat more about relationships since you guys are so insightful. You guys take care, stay safe, and do keep in touch. Bye-bye now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
Wow. So there you go. I love that whole conversation. I like how they're so honest, and I love the song. So please, guys, go check out the song. It's called Tonight. Now,
Yep.
Darren, what did you think? I mean, the whole conversation, the whole how the collaboration came about as well.
Yeah, I like the fact, you know, I mean, number one, I like the track, you know, and for the past year or so, I think we've been talking about, you know, the culture of collaboration, and it seems like every single person that we've gotten onto the show, you know, they've collaborated with somebody. You know, it's
Correct.
no longer like, okay, I'm just gonna do my thing my way and I'm gonna put it out. I mean, well, sure, that's great, you know, but it's 2021. People are trying to move further and move faster, you know, so that working together with other people, you know, automatically you're leveraging on each other's audience, talent, skill, you know, so you're learning from each other essentially, you know. So I think you know, that shows, like, you know, that conversation itself showed, you know, how important it is to have good relationships with people in order to make great things happen, you know.
Absolutely.
It's not so much about, you know, oh, here's you know, X amount of money, I want you to make me a hit song, because that's what a lot of people think, right? You know, that in order to make a hit song, you just need to pay somebody, you know, who can do it. I mean, true to a certain extent, but I also feel the magic can only happen when a relationship has been built, you know, when you're able to kind of, like, you know, talk to each other. So yeah, so culture of collaboration, you know, is definitely a thing. But so I just hope that more releases will come out from them, and more releases will be coming out from all our local artists. And you know, just before we go into pop-up picks, where we play you, you know, some tracks that we recommend for the weekend, if you are an artist and you want to send your music our way, all you need to do is just send your email to popupstagemy@gmail.com. Okay, so that's where we're at. Meg and myself, we will check the emails and we'll reply and stuff. So don't be shy, and don't feel that your music is inadequate to be on air, and especially genres that are a little bit more obscure. A lot of artists, you know, I know, especially heavier music, you know, a lot of them kind of like shy away from the limelight. But I feel, come on guys, it's 2021, you know, you don't want to just play your music and then put it out on Bandcamp, right? You know, you want to put your music out and share it with as many people as possible, regardless of the genre. So, you know, make use of all these platforms that are available, and that is something that I feel every artist should look out for, whether the platform is mainstream or not mainstream, big or small. You know, if it's a platform, there will bound to be listeners for sure. So yeah, that's kind of like the message that I wanted to send out to all of you who are watching, especially if you're an artist, and if your friends are artists, let them know. So let's jump to our closing segment, which is pop-up picks. All these songs are on a playlist called New Malaysian Releases. So let's play you one track by Aizat Amdan. Now Aizat Amdan is known to be an artist in the mainstream. He sings Malay tracks, right? But I am actually quite surprised that he's put out a track called The Last Thing, and it's, I think it's kind of like rebranded because it's AI.Z. Okay, that's how he's going by. But let's check this track out.
I like how it's starting.
Yeah.
I see you on Instagram, living your life, oh I wish you well. No makeup perfect, baby you're worth it. You in the dress code, why you messing with my head? Is there another man in your bed? Girl, I tried to hate you more and more, baby, since you walked right out the door. But here I am just on my own. I'm missing, just wanna kiss you. Complex, girl, you know I was the best thing for you, but you're always on the next thing for you. The love I had for you was lasting, the last thing. All I wanna say is forget you, forget you, forget you, forget you, forget you, forget you, forget you. I couldn't.
Cool. What a great track, I mean, Aizat, we've had him on the show before, last year when the MCO first happened.
That was the fundraising thing, right?
It was the fundraising thing, yeah. So it's cool, because to be able to hear him do his Malay stuff and then crossing over to English. And in his bio on Spotify, he wrote that, just because I'm rebranding and exploring a new sound doesn't mean that I've lost my identity. And I think that's great, because I feel like sometimes and there's one word that he said also, in his bio, that's written in his bio. It says that now he's ready to cross over internationally. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly the right move to do, because you can't be a one-trick pony, like being in a country like Malaysia. We are a country of multiple languages, so you can't just do one thing and expect to be known in the world, right? You can't just be the biggest fish in a tiny pond like Malaysia, right? So you want to be able to reach a larger audience, and crossing over to English is definitely the right step. So, Aizat, if you're watching, I'm gonna hit you up and drop you a message and tell you how good this track is, and that you're crossing over and just doing the right thing. And Meg, what do you think about that song?
I like this song, and I like how straightforward it is as well in terms of lyrics. So I just feel that we should get him on the show once again. Let's talk about this whole crossover, this whole journey of him being ready to move on to the next step kind of thing. Because I think for a person to realize that they're ready, that takes a lot of strength. That also takes a lot of hard work to know that, okay, I'm good enough to now move on to that next segment in life. So let's do that for sure.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got one more song for you guys. This one is a new track called Searching by Shake and the Rombongan. It's on a 3-track EP called Jika Kau Biru. Now the reason why it's called Jika Kau Biru, it's Shake is known to be very, very influenced by the blues. So this is a bit of a different take or a fresh take to blues, I would say, because there's some electronic elements in it as well. So let's check it out.
I've been searching for love of my own. I've been searching for love for my own. But all I've found is pain and misery. I care for you, baby, but don't care for me. I care for you, baby, but don't care for me. I really love that woman, but it's time to let her be. Let's go!
Alright, it's a very guitar driven song, okay? Sorry, I thought this was my mistake, because it's not this song that's more electronic based, but he's got a couple of songs that's kind of a mixture of blues and a little bit of the electronic stuff, but really cool. So all you guys need to do is head on over to Spotify and search for this playlist called New Malaysian Releases. There's over 100 songs on there and it's constantly growing, so yeah, check it out. That's and right. Hopefully this will fill your weekend with music, and music that's from Malaysia.
Absolutely. Now, of course, our mission is to bring you as many Malaysian tracks as we can every weekend, and we do it for an hour every Friday as well. So if you do have suggestions as well as to who we can feature on show, you are more than welcome to drop us an email to popupstagemy@gmail.com, and we'll get right to you as well. Now, we're always on the lookout for more talents to be featured on Pop-Up Stage as well, so please do hit us up. Yeah. In the meantime, I think we've set you up for this weekend in terms of what songs you can go check out, what tracks you could probably jive to or vibe to kickstart your weekend. So we hope you do that. But for now, I think we've come to the end of the show already. It's been lovely hanging out with you this Friday. So you guys take care, stay safe, and until we see you again next week, same time, same place. Darren, anything else?
No, that's it. Have a good weekend,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Have a great one. Yeah.